keep that in mind. This communist tyrannical transition is going to continue until 2029, unless something drastic happens. And I don't have the information on what drastic is going to happen. He's gonna solidify a majority government, and he's going to ram through every tyrannical, every maniacal, woke agenda that he's gonna possibly come up with. And there's lots that we don't even know of. Pierre Poilievre, great, you know. nice. He played nice on the largest podcast in the world, you know. Anyhow, be prepared. That's all I got to say. And I always say that in my videos as well. Get ready for what's coming, because the shitstorm's coming. Come and join me. I head over to my local Loblaws and I discuss the podcast between Joe Rogan and Pierre Poilievre yesterday. I was going to go hard on Pierre, but I slept on it, and I've given Pierre a pass. Stick around if you want to watch what I have to say in Loblaws and walk around that clip joint, that overly inflated pricing of that store. I'll tell you, my Friday morning's off to a good start. I'm out trying to get an early hike in. It's gonna rain, snow. It's already raining. I'm geared up for it. But on my GoPro, I have what's called a media mod on my GoPro, and it has a little windsock type device that goes over the microphone. And yesterday on my hike, I lost it. So I'm backtracking to where I walked yesterday. It's part of my regular route. And sure enough, it's sitting right on top of the grass back there. I found it, and you can't get a replacement part for these. Unbelievable. I'm off to a good start. Just entering my local Loblaws. Where I live, it's literally across the train tracks, but I just wanted to come in here today, show you some of the prices, and I want to show you this first. You see this barrier here? Stainless steel bars. And what we got here, 1/4-inch plexiglass that is surrounding the hot counter and it's some salads and stuff like that. This is a very nice store, but my point being, this store hasn't always been like this. And over the past 5 years, at least since COVID, they installed all this to prevent theft. So people were coming in here and just grabbing stuff or ordering some hot food and just bolting out. So now it's a little harder. Now I won't be buying enough stuff where I would necessarily need a cart, but this is a pro safety tip. When you come into a Loblaws, you want to get a cart, especially if you're a woman, because that way you can keep if someone goes crazy, you can keep them at a distance, at least what, 3-4 feet. I take the big cart. I don't want to take the little dandy liberal cart. It's bad enough I got to push a cart around to begin with, and if you have to, you can use it as an offensive tool as well. So that's why I get a cart. Like I'm coming through here today, and I'm not buying enough stuff that would constitute a cart, to reiterate. But I always get a cart no matter where I am. If the store offers shopping carts, I take one. Pro tip. I've never had to use it in a defensive or offensive manner. But let's go take a look at their. If you don't know, Dewey has a bit of a kryptonite in its butter tarts. Butter tarts are uniquely Canadian, and they are, well, they're probably my #1 dessert. And they're very expensive here compared to other places. So, where are the pecan tarts? So I get pecan tarts, and these are, they're good ones. I've had them before. But the best pecan tarts from a big box store is at, what's that store called? Not Price Chopper, not No Frills. Food Basics, down at my Jane Park Plaza. They have butter tarts down there that are, they look similar to these, but they are much better, and they're on sale right now for $3.99. So these are almost double the price. So Loblaws Corporation, if you don't know what it is a huge grocery chain. They own other grocery stores as well that aren't called Loblaws, but it is a clip joint. If you come shopping in here, you're looking just to throw away money, and I'm just coming in here to show you some of the prices. But this store was also given or the grocery chain. Now, Galen Weston is the CEO or president, or he was. And back in 2019, 2020, Justin Trudeau gave Loblaws Corporation $12 million to upgrade their refrigeration system. This store does not, or this grocery chain does not need a $12 million grant from the Liberal government. So basically what that was another underhanded Liberal skullduggery move to grease off a staunch Liberal supporter like Galen Weston. $12 million to this place. $12 million is a drop in the bucket. Galen Weston would have that on his credit card. But anyhow, look at this. 30 eggs. 30 eggs. Hold on here. No, that can't be. Yes, it is. Okay. 30 eggs, $17.25. At Costco's, the exact same eggs, 30 pack at Costco's. Oh, these are free range. Okay, hold on. Let's back this crazy train up. So they're free range. So that's supposed to make them a lot better. At Costco's for 30 eggs, I think it's like $9. And I don't think they're free range though. But are these eggs free range? Who knows? I doubt it. What do they call free range? You know, an extra 2 cubic centimeters in their cage. Okay, so, okay, these steaks are from Australia. This steak here is $13.80. I could easily eat 3 of those. $13.80, and it's a strip loin. It's grass fed, which, you know, is good. Is it fed grass? Who knows? You have to go over to Australia to see it. So a little steak like that, $13.80. Want one of those steaks? You know what? Holy shit, are these things small. Look at this thing. Look at this. Like, that's a steak on a bun for $13.33. Holy shit. I don't even want to buy one of those. How you doing, buddy? Some of this beef ain't looking too good. $34 for a boneless bottom blade roast. $39 for an inside round oven roast. $39 for this. $39. You know, a single person could get maybe 4 meals out of it, maybe. But a family of 5, that wouldn't be enough. You would demolish it. These things are usually pretty tasty. The loin chops are really good. $20 and you get what, 5? So that's easily, one person can eat that easily and then some. You'd still be hungry after you finish that off. So far I got pecan butter tarts for $7.50. Let's take a look at this. I don't got the tenderloin out yet. Yesterday. Oh, look at this. Okay. So almost $39 a pound for strip loin steak. I don't see the tenderloin out yet. The tenderloin probably be double that. Dewey used to come in here and he'd attack the wine section over here. They do have a good wine selection, and that's been here prior to the variety stores and gas stations getting it. So yeah, before Dougie Ford put him on every corner, but Dewey doesn't go in there no more. So while I'm in here, I might as well go over Pierre Poilievre's podcast with Joe Rogan. Okay, so I watched it in its entirety. It's 2 hours, 23 minutes, thereabouts, something like that, almost 2.5 hours. So in yesterday's video, I touched on Poilievre going on Rogan, and I touched on Donald Trump with regards to him not living up to his promises. So as predicted, I did lose a couple subscribers over that. Not many, maybe more to come, who knows. And you know, all I'm saying is my opinion, and I'm just being fact-based. He campaigned on the fact that you know, he wasn't going to start any new wars, and that he would release the Epstein files, and people would be paying the consequences of raping little kids. That hasn't happened, and that's a big problem. Big problem within the MAGA world, or Maple Mag, if you want to call me that. By all means, go ahead. But one person on my regular viewer on my channel accused me of having TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Dewey has TDS. I wouldn't go as far as say I have TDS. I'm just going against, or I'm just pointing out the facts where he has not lived up to his promises of making America great again and keeping out of wars, stopping the Ukraine-Russia war, not going into Iran. He campaigned on not starting any more wars in the Middle East. Just butter here today. Wow, butter is on sale here for $7. Yeah, I think I'll take a pass. Yeah, Loblaws is a complete clip joint. Complete clip joint. But anyhow, and you know, a lot of people say there's a method to his madness. He's being very strategical in what he's doing within Iran, Venezuela, Cuba, how he's dealing with China. I get it. Cutting off the flow of oil, wanting to solidify the US dollar in countries that don't want to use the US dollar anymore, because if the US dollar is not used in a great percentage of these countries, the United States economy will collapse. I understand what he's doing from that perspective. But in the meantime, we want people to go to jail for doing atrocities to little kids. Huh. Man, I get charged up when I even mention that. And we want people going to jail for the January 6th collusion. That was all bullshit hoax. It was all staged by the Democrats. We want people going to jail for ruining the world, for implementing a fake virus on the people and getting over 5 billion people jabbed with an experimental poison that is killing people. We want people going to jail over that. And until Trump does that, I'm not going to be happy. And I don't care how many fucking subscribers I lose. I don't care. You know what? Okay, okay, I'm going to tell you. My channel's monetized. If you know anything about YouTube with my genre of doing political commentary, I don't even make enough. If I get 3,000-4,000 views on a video, I don't even make enough to buy 2 cups of coffee. So don't worry about putting me in the poorhouse by unsubscribing. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's my little rant there. But at the end of the day, too, I do appreciate people that do support my channel and do support my views. I'm just trying to convey it to you from a street level perspective. I'm not the. Hey, you want fancy charts? You want polished mainstream media like commentary? This isn't the channel. You got Jasmine Lane, you got Baked on Things, you got Moose on the Loose, you got all those channels. So, and I respect all those channels. I watch all those channels. So look, you made me go down the booze aisle. You're almost getting me drinking again. How you doing, buddy? So I'm gonna attach Jasmine Lane's video to the end of this one in a thumbnail at the end of my video. I watched her this morning. She, not only is she a very attractive woman, which Dewey likes, she is a well-polished presenter, but she breaks down the Rogan-Poilievre podcast in very likable terms. Now, yesterday in my video, I said that I hope Poilievre comes out with his proverbial guns a-blazing. Well, that didn't happen. So I was kind of upset yesterday when I watched the video, the podcast, and before I made any comment, I slept on it. And let's go down here. I slept on it, and I'm glad I did. Now, overwhelmingly on the conservative side of the aisle, it was a very, very well-received podcast delivery by Pierre Poilievre. Not too many people are coming out against it. Now, and it was. And people are saying, quote unquote, it was a masterclass in how to be a dignified politician. Now, and I get that, but I've always supported Pierre Poilievre, and stores you gotta take into account too. It's around 7:30 or 8 in the morning, and this Loblaws here, like any Loblaws in Toronto, is a liberal hellhole. So I don't want to start having to throw hands with a bunch of libtards in Loblaws. So anyhow, getting back, I'm a huge proponent of Pierre Poilievre. I've always said he's a very highly intelligent, intellectual, very well-spoken person. And I knew when they put a guy like Justin Trudeau or Mark Carney up against me in question period, he was going to make them look ridiculous. He was going to make them look ridiculous, and that's what he's done, because they can't speak like him. Not too many people can. And he went on Rogan's podcast yesterday, and yes, he did do a masterclass on diplomacy. He didn't want to slander Mark Carney on foreign soil. I don't know the exact quote; it escapes me right now. But no, he went on to sell Canada and how great Canada is. You know, our geographical regions like the Okanagan Valley, the Calgary Stampede, the Rocky Mountains. He went on and he was a very good spokesperson for what Canada has to offer. But here's where I'm leading next. And like I said, big supporter of Pierre. But there was a lot of missed opportunity. He was given opportunity by Joe to come out, and you don't have to slander Carney or the Liberals, but you can bring up facts like Bill C-9 and how it's going to change the landscape of communication and free speech in Canada. He could at the very least mention C-9. Joe Rogan touched on MAID, medically assisted in dying, and the negative ramifications that's causing. Pierre weighed in on that, and he touched on the Alberta separation. Pierre Poilievre said that's never going to happen. What do we got here? Oh man, do I want to get any of these bagels? No, I don't want none of these bagels. I'll go up to the bakery and get some bagels. So I'm just going to get out of here with my pecan tarts. So I think there was a lot of missed opportunity. But what I will say, and this is very important. Okay, I'm walking around this grocery store, and you see if I did a full shopping in here, even for me, it'd be a couple $100s, right? Because this place is, like I said, a clip joint. If you go and buy the exact same items or comparable items, say at Walmart, it may be $140. So this place is a clip joint, like I said, repeatedly. But at the end of the day, after Joe Rogan and Pierre Poilievre have their conversation, are the prices of food going to go down? Are the prices of rent going to go down anytime soon? Mortgages, car insurance, a plethora of other things that people can't afford. No, it's not. And bear in mind, when Carney gets his majority government on April 13th, you gotta understand that the next federal election isn't slated until October of 2029. So what do you think is going to be left of this country run by the fork-tongued lizard Mark Carney? What do you think is going to be left of this country? These bagels are pretty good here. These bagels are good. Wow. They'd be good if they were fresh. Oh my God, they're like hockey pucks. Anyhow, wow. I'll go to the bakery. So keep that in mind, people. Keep that in mind. This communist tyrannical transition is going to continue until 2029. Unless something drastic happens, and I don't have the information on what drastic is going to happen. He's gonna solidify a majority government, and he's going to ram through every tyrannical, every maniacal, woke agenda that he's going to possibly come up with, and there's lots that we don't even know of. So Pierre Poilievre, great, you know, nice. He played nice on the largest podcast in the world, you know. Anyhow. Be prepared, that's all I got to say. And I always say that in my videos as well. Get ready for what's coming, because the shitstorm's coming. I know it's doom and gloom. Dewey's doom and gloom. No, Dewey is living in the real world. That's where Dewey is. So take what I say for what it's worth. You know, just my opinion. Got any questions, comments, or concerns, put it in the comment section, and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.